From free and discounted flight tickets for seniors to exclusive perks that will transform your flying experience, today I'm revealing the travel secrets that airlines do not want you to know, but you really should know. The first airline secret every senior needs to know is that if you require assistance due to medical conditions or disabilities, you may qualify for a free ticket for a support person. This applies if you need help with eating meals, taking medications, using the restroom, transferring to and from your seat, understanding emergency instructions, or even being able to independently evacuate in the case of an emergency on board. For example, Air Canada offers a program where your support person, whether that's your spouse, adult child, or caregiver, can fly with you at no additional cost. All you need to do is call the airline's accessibility desk before booking your ticket. If you do qualify, they'll arrange for your support person to fly with you for free, and they'll ensure that you're seated together. Even if you don't require medical assistance, some airlines are going to offer companion passes as part of their loyalty programs. Southwest Airlines has one of the most generous companion pass programs, allowing a designated person to fly with you for just the cost of the taxes and fees, which could be less than $10 for a domestic one-way flight. Frontier Airlines is launching their own companion pass program in late 2025 to bring a companion for just the taxes and the fees on select flights. But free tickets for a support person and companion passes are just the beginning. Airlines are also hiding another money-saving secret that could save you hundreds of dollars on your next flight. The second secret is that many airlines still offer senior discounts on flight tickets. These discounts typically apply to travelers age 65 and older, although some airlines start their senior discounts at age 60. And this one is specifically designed for travelers over the age of 65. For example, United Airlines offers senior fares for passengers that are aged 65 and up. These fares aren't always the lowest price, but they do usually come with valuable benefits like being fully refundable and not being subject to any fees if you do need to change the flight. To access these fares, you'll need to select Seniors 65 Plus when booking on their website or call their reservation line and ask for the senior discount. It's also good to know that British Airways offers one of the best senior travel deals through their partnership with AARP. AARP members can save up to $200 on flights when booking a flight with British Airways through the AARP travel portal. Many other international and US airlines offer senior rates as well, but they can be a little bit more difficult to find. You usually won't find these discounts when searching online. You'll need to call the airline and specifically ask about a senior rate. Make sure you stick around for the last tip in this video, as it's also going to help you save money if you do need to cancel your trip, as it gives you an option to get a refund, even on non-refundable tickets. Let us know down in the comments if you have ever had to cancel a flight. And while you're down there, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it supports Ollie and I and also helps this video reach more travelers. Thank you. Next, we are diving into something else that airlines do not want you to know about, and it's a serious risk that disproportionately affects older travelers. Airlines do not want you to know that in-flight theft is a growing problem, and unfortunately, seniors are often easy targets. Thieves take advantage of dark cabins during overnight and early morning flights while passengers are asleep, and they're especially active during the chaos of boarding and deplaning. They often look for travelers who may have limited mobility, use hearing aids, or simply aren't as attentive to what's happening around them. Senior travelers are also more likely to be carrying extra valuables as well as extra cash, which is going to make you a prime target for theft. Here's how you can protect yourself. Instead of storing your personal item fully under the seat in front of you, pull it out slightly and place it behind your legs once the plane is in the air. This adds a layer of protection, since anyone trying to access your bag would have to move your legs to get to it. And it's also going to give you a lot more legroom. You can also add small carabiner clips to your bag zippers, making it much harder for someone to quickly unzip your bag. These don't need to be locked. They simply add enough of a barrier that your bag is no longer an easy target. Never leave valuable items like phones, tablets, or your passport in the seatback pocket, and instead secure all valuables in a zippered pocket close to your body or in a secure pocket of your personal item bag. Next, let's talk about something that affects every traveler, but is not often discussed, which would be the uncomfortable temperature conditions on a plane. Airlines do not want you to know that when you board a flight, the air conditioning hasn't fully started yet. That's why it's typically uncomfortably hot in the plane cabin during boarding, and having a small portable fan with you is always a good idea. However, once the plane is in the air conditioner kicks into full gear and it can get uncomfortably cold very quickly. These dramatic and often unpredictable temperature swings on the plane are exactly why I partner with Unbound Merino and why I recommend their merino wool clothing for flights. Unbound Merino has options for both men and women made with merino wool, which has awesome natural temperature regulating properties that keep you cool when the cabin is hot during boarding, then provides insulation when the air conditioning kicks into high gear later on. The temperature regulation isn't just about comfort. It's about health. Sudden temperature changes can exacerbate joint pain and even trigger respiratory issues or increase your chance of catching a bug. Unbound Merino's clothing is going to create a microclimate around your body that is going to buffer these changes. Merino wool is also a fantastic fabric for a travel outfit since it's naturally odor resistant, incredibly soft against your skin, lightweight, and wrinkle resistant. I've personally worn their t-shirts on a 14-hour flight and then slept in it and then wore it again the next day without any issues. Still looked quite fresh if I do say so myself. Check out the link in the description to browse their full collection, and then use code MEGAN10 at checkout to get an exclusive discount on your first order. The next secret is that ordering a special meal on your flight is a little-known airline perk that has some surprising benefits. And the best part is that if your flight includes meal service, anyone can request a special meal before their flight at no extra charge. Special meal options include everything from low sodium to diabetic friendly to lactose-free, gluten-free, and so much more, which is perfect for managing dietary needs while traveling. So many options. I've been doing this for a decade, and it's great. You can usually select your special meal when booking your ticket or by calling the airline at least 48 hours before your flight's scheduled departure. Special meals are often fresher and prepared with more care than standard meals since they're made in small batches. Many passengers will say that they find the special meals to taste better than the standard offer. And ordering a special meal comes with several benefits beyond just accommodating dietary needs, which makes it especially attractive for senior travelers. Passengers who order a special meal are also going to be served first. That means you'll likely finish eating before the rest of the cabin, and you can head to the restroom before the inevitable post-meal line forms. This is especially helpful if you'd like to avoid long waits for the washroom and also avoid standing in the aisle for extended periods, which anyone with mobility or balance concerns knows is not a very safe idea. And there's one more reason that you might want to be eating first, which is a little secret about airplane bathrooms that the airlines are definitely not telling you about. Airlines do not want you to know before you book your ticket that there's only going to be about one bathroom per 60 economy seats on a plane. This creates predictable rushes to the bathroom at certain times during the flight. The three busiest times for airplane bathrooms are right after takeoff when the seatbelt sign has been turned off, after meal service, and then before landing when the cabin lights are turned back on, which is typically about 1.5 hours before landing if you are taking a long flight. For seniors who may need more frequent bathroom access, timing is going to be everything. If you've ordered that special meal that we talked about earlier, you'll likely finish eating before most passengers in the main cabin, giving you first access to the bathroom after your meal. Another strategy is to set an alarm on your phone for about 2 hours before the plane is scheduled to arrive at the destination, and this will help you beat that pre-landing bathroom rush that typically happens 1.5 hours before landing. This way, you can use the washroom before everyone wakes up and begins to form a line. You get a cleaner bathroom experience, and you can avoid standing in a line for lengths of time where there's an increased fall risk from unexpected turbulence. In addition to falling, there's another health risk that airlines rarely discuss that disproportionately affects senior travelers on long flights. The next airline secret is a hidden health risk that can develop silently during your flight and become dangerous once you land: deep vein thrombosis, or DVT for short. This happens when blood clots form in the deep veins of your legs, often due to long periods of sitting. Seniors are especially at risk. In fact, studies show that your risk of DVT goes up by about 26% for every 2 hours that you spend flying, and that risk is even higher if you are over the age of 70. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is that there is a lot that you can do to lower your risk of DVT when you fly. You can perform simple in-seat exercises like ankle circles, foot pumps, and knee lifts, and then stand up for brief periods of time every few hours, assuming it's safe to do so. It's also important to stay hydrated by drinking water throughout your flight, and then consider wearing compression socks, which can significantly improve circulation in your legs. Compression socks are hands down one of the best investments that you can make as a senior traveler. They apply gentle pressure to your legs and ankles, promoting increased blood flow from your legs back to your heart. This helps to reduce swelling, fatigue, and the risk of blood clots. Yay! Many travelers assume that once a non-refundable economy ticket is booked and paid for, the money is going to be gone if they do need to cancel. But that's not always the case. Here's an airline secret that could save you hundreds of dollars and a lot of stress if you do end up getting sick or face a family emergency before your flight. If a health or family issue prevents you from flying, airlines often make quiet exceptions, even on non-refundable tickets. This usually only works if you book directly with the airline. If you did use a third-party booking site to purchase your flight ticket, like Booking.com, Expedia, or Flight Network, you will have to go through them in order to get a refund. And contacting them, let alone getting a refund from one of these booking sites, is going to be extremely difficult. Massive pain in the butt. If you did book directly with the airline, either over the phone or on the airline's website, then you can give the airline a call, explain your situation, and offer to provide a doctor's note when requesting a refund for the flight. Make sure that your doctor's note includes your full name and your flight information, a clear statement that you are medically unfit to travel, and the doctor's signature as well as their contact details. Many airlines will issue a refund or allow you to reschedule your flight without penalties when they're provided with proper documentation, assuming you are not able to take your flight and you need to cancel. This is a valuable option to know about, especially for senior travelers who may have more frequent health concerns or unexpected medical appointments. While the secrets exposed in this video are often kept quiet, at the end of the day, airline crew and staff members do genuinely want you to be safe and comfortable. They have numerous measures in place specifically designed to support senior travelers, such as priority boarding of the flight regardless of your ticket class, which gives you valuable extra time to get settled without the rush of all of the other passengers looking for their seats. Always remember that advocating for yourself is not only acceptable, but it's encouraged. It's also usually going to be necessary if there is something that you need. There is absolutely no harm in politely asking for what you need, whether that's assistance with your luggage, a seat change, or help navigating the airport terminal when your flight lands. You might be pleasantly surprised by how accommodating airlines can be when you simply ask. I'll put a video on the screen now, as well as link it for you in the description, with more tips and tricks to stay comfortable on long flights. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join Ollie and I back here for more travel tips and hacks each week, and I will see you in that next video soon. Bye.